Welcome to Deep Stretch with Robin. So it's interesting thinking about stretching. So, what exactly? I think it is traction. So, you can think of traction as two ways, two ends pointing apart, or one end that's fixed and the other end is pointing away. So, that creates space in the tissues of the fascia, which is what we're really talking about, like the fabric of our body is like a shirt or stretching or opening up the fibers in a sense. So that with fascia, you can get nutrients, not just the electromagnetic nervous system, but micro things like waste. Getting rid of metabolic waste, nutrients, and because it extends all to the cellular level. So when we're stretching, we're actually even affecting our cells in a kind of a profound way. So arrange yourself to sit. Let's change the cross of our legs. Sit in a different way. So take a minute to sit tall. Feel the length all the way through the top of the head. The leg and axis. And think about the body around the axis, right? This is sort of a gross image, but like those big spits, like a big barbecue. So think about this pole. Let's not use that. That's not so nice. Think about a tent pole and the skin draping like a teepee down from the top of the tent so that the flesh, the skin softens, but there's a firm structure underneath that. Let the eyes soften and close. Start to feel the breath moving. Then think about the breath moving around that inner pole so that it's swirling, expanding, contracting, moving up and down, front and back, in all dimensions. The breath filling the torso, so that as you sit tall, you're letting the organs have space. Take another deep breath in. And even think about the breath massaging the organs, which it does. And exhale long and slow and deep. And let the eyes open. So when we breathe in, the diaphragm goes down. I was actually massaging the organs here. And then when it lifts up, the expansion is like a rinsing and soaking action. It's literally like squeezing out the organs, which is such a good thing. Reach your arms out. Take space. Take a minute to stretch your fingers like a big yawn. In fact, you could even do a big yawn. And reach up if you can. It hurts your shoulders. Try going in a different direction. So if this hurts, you might be able to do it this way, right? If that hurts, stay here. Reach up, hook your thumbs. There's that traction action. So feel the legs going down, the body bones going down, and pull yourself away from that. And let your navel go back a little bit. So I'm going to show you sideways. Switch the hook. So you're not arching so much, but you're letting the navel move back. And you're really ironing out the back body. Feel the back of the body lengthening up. Shin parallel. Let's do that again. This time, let's hold on to the left wrist. Pull up as tall as you can. Press your left body bone down. Hi, Foxy. And then stretch up and over to the right. Keep your awareness in your left body bone, left hip, your buttock. It's a big, vague term, but that whole region. And pull. Come back to the middle. Switch, lift up. And reach up and over and press your right body bone down. Enjoy that nice stretch. Come back to the middle and let's circle. There's either Again, if your shoulders hurt, if you have rotator cuff, go low. If you could do this, go above, go to your capacity. Take a minute and see if your chin is jutting forward. So focus on your posture, chin parallel to the floor. Try to keep your head and your torso still as you move the arms. Don't take the arms out to the sides, bend them into the U shape. We'll call this the U. And feel your shoulder blades. Feel how they're protracting, they're spreading, retracting, and they're gathering. Sorry, the allergies are so bad already. I've already taken a Zyrtec, but already my eyes are streaming. I feel the shape of the back is changing. Right? I'm going to flat back or arch back and flexion or extension. And again, watch this action. Try not to push the head forward. Now bring the arms all the way together. Reach back, extend them, interlace the hands behind the back. Turn the palms inside out, roll the shoulders back. Lift the chest, look up, take a breath here just for a second. Just for a second, look forward. Sometimes especially when we first start moving, if you just hold your head up, it's torturous, right? So just a breath. Bend the elbows, change the cross, your fingers, shoulders back and down, extend the elbows. Lift the chest, let it float up. Now let the face float up. But just for a second, take a breath, look forward again. And now take the hands back out to that U shape. And now we're going to do Garudasana. So wrap the right elbow underneath the left. Just stay here for a second. Push up and down. Feel how the shoulder blades are moving. The hands kind of reflect them. If you can try and do, or wrap the hands around, you might just be here. Extend your fingers towards the ceiling and lift the elbows up. Try to twine those arm bones. And lift up and down a few times. And again, through your shoulder blades. Through your shoulder blades. Make some space here by moving the forearms away from the face. And now release your eagle wings. Reach out and up for upper prayer pose. Look up to see your wings touching. Turn your palms away. Reach behind yourself. Like big bird action. Now pull your elbows in like a bird. Settling its wings on its back. And then reach up and out. Fly. Now make fists this time and squeeze those elbows into your backside muscles, latissimus dorsi working. Expand, pull. Feel the shoulder blades on the back, down the back. And squeeze. Now this one I added in. This is a sequence, a PT sequence. So it's a V, a U, V, I call this W. And then we have T, but I'm adding in something W, which I don't know what to call it. Elbows in, keep your elbows attached to your side ribs, palms flat, and see if you can feel the muscle, tiny little muscle at the back of the armpit working. It's all your teres minor. It helps you turn the arm, right? So I'm going to squeeze in and so you can feel that action. Let your elbows hug your ribs without the Good. Now take out onto the T. Palms down, reach, lift your chest, pull the hands apart. And now revolve the palms up to face the ceiling, reach out. Go wide with the fingers, feel the elbows spread. Take space, turn the palms to face the floor. Do this without letting the chest and the back change shape. And so keep the upper arm back and just turn the forearms to the floor. Now make it all and whole body joints connecting. Now look up like a big cat cow and look down. Let's leave the hands more of a soft mole shape, right? Look up. And the entrance for look down. And notice again your shoulder blades. They're on the back. They're the tip on the back, and now you come forward. They kind of pop off the back. Lift. Come forward. And now make it a little bit of a swing from the top. And if you have momentum, it helps you come up, and let's reach out in a big circle. Take the arm up and over, the arm in a soft, rounded shape to encourage that circular movement. Around and go just to the left 3 times. Reach, circle, let your head follow the movement. So you're not forcing the neck to stretch, go across to, but it is part of the movement. The head, it is on the spine. So let the head kind of drop and be a weight. Your head is a weight. And up and over. My neck just cracked. Up and over. Let head drop down to the right. Right? Think about your reaching through the head like the limb and just drop. It's hard to let it go, isn't it? It's time to reach the arm. Add a little weight. Drag the fingertips. It's hard to let that head go. So let the arm hop, okay? And now drape the arm and pull the elbow to the right, to the left, rather. Use your right fingers to sit tall. Take a breath, relax your jaw. Now walk your hand to the back of the base of the skull and pivot your head look towards your left knee. Try to walk the right hand further back. Feel the muscles of the trapezius muscles here. Now go back again to the ear with your hand and gently, in little increments, pivot. Let your eyes help you look forward, look forward, look forward. So you're looking forward, but your head sideways, right? Use your eyes to help you stay in alignment. Gently release. Yikes. Other side. Little reach up and over. And drag your left fingertips to the floor. Lift up to the elbow and let the head drop, the arm drop. So tall. Oh, the side is really tight. Take a few breaths. Try to relax the shoulders down. If you might even raise your heel, the hand down. I'm kind of short armed. So for me, fingertips is better. Feel if you really press down, pull away. So either fingertips feel the hand, press down and feel that traction. Yeah, you're fixing one end. And the other end is an open chain. The other end is in space. Or you have an anchor. Relax your mouth. Plug into the base of the skull. Excuse me, pivot with your right knee. Try to walk the left hand further back and take a breath here. So that'd be heavy. That is traction. Your spine. Walk back to the ear, gently look forward. Now lift up and slowly think about degrees, 10 degrees. Turn that another 10 degrees. Feel those little places, those little increments, and lift up. And gently release your head. Do a little Indian head bobble. You're going to be floating and out lift up. Shoulders back. Let's walk the fingers back and behind us. Try to keep your upright posture here as best as possible. Chin and chest. Let the chest look up. Keep the chest lifted or look down. Float up, let the chest float and then follow. Chin and chest. Now the half circles. Just down across the chest, right ear, right shoulder. Go slow circle. Now you might move a little bit. You do get right if you can. And there's this little bit of a swing that happens because your head is like a pendulum. And now look all the way up. Lift your chest. Go slow. You can think about making a small circle with your nose. Right? Try it like a clock face. Try to touch each part of that clock with your nose. And reverse. Clickety click. Lift your chest and look up. Make it small, juicy. Don't go wild. Right? Try to really touch each point of that circle. Oh, my neck is a mess today. Roll up, look to the right, to the left, to the right, to the left. Now let's make a spiral out of that. So let's change it across our legs. And now turn, let your hands help you and turn. Come back, make a breath, lift up and turn. 1 minute. Big breath in. Exhale, turn. Stay now. Lift your chest, bend your elbows pull apart. And let your head turn as your chest turns. And twist. And come back and twist to the left. Use your exhalations. Help you twist. Inhale, get tall. Exhale, bend the elbows, relax your belly. And start to turn and look all the way. Do it in slow motion. Turn and slowly look over in the left shoulder. And stay. Inhale, lift. Walk your hands further behind you. It's like how purposeful the arms are. Like using it, right? Think of move. You can arm do a push in. You wrap here, but this is better, I think, at the floor because you're using hands for support. And now, as you come back to the middle, notice that when you twist and you're tight, try like this. Let's find out. So turn to the right, lift up now, hold your breath, and try to turn. Can't do it. Kind of stuck. So now lift up. Stay tall as you exhale. Relax your belly and turn as you exhale. So we need to soften a bit to turn. Try the other side. Inhale, lift. Hold the breath. Try to turn. You're stuck. Inhale. Up. As you exhale, relax the belly. And turn. Good. Now let's work with our feet a bit. So legs out. Support yourself. Point and flex the feet. Spread your toes. As you dorsiflex, as you pull them back. Look at your feet for a second. Notice their patterns. Now, keep your heels still and try to just move the feet. Let's do this or on your shins or your thighs. And press your heels down. Try to move your feet. Windshield wiper. Out of your legs. Two little skis, right? Now, circle. So all these little movements are in the circle. Pointing, flexion, supination, pronation. Now we are a little sideways movement, which I don't know what that's called. Reverse. We want the ankle to be fluid and strong. Now supinate and pronate. So pull your little toes towards each other. Let your toes curl. Spread them, pull the little toes back. This is pronation. I get these mixed up. And the supination. Most of us pronate a welcome on the outer foot. Now again, circle. And notice again, all those movements are in the circle. Clickety, click, 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 reverse. Like Tin Man. Gotta get the WD-40 out. Now, like you're putting on the gas. Hello. Point and flex. All right. Feel your legs, your hips might move. You can let that happen. Good. Now come to the hands and knees. And tuck your toes under. Let me get my water. Oh boy, the allergies. The allergies are off the charts. Now take a minute to really tuck the toes underneath this. So pick your right foot up by the tip of the toe and pull the other toes away from that. And then knee goes down. Notice there's a lot of flexion now with the toes. Left big toe. Pull the other toes apart. Out. Make sure the hands are underneath your shoulders. Turn your hands out slightly. Revolve the inner elbow. Crack forward. Look for it. Pull the hands actively back towards your knees. You feel the shoulders move away from the ears. Take a minute here to breathe forward 1 inch. Pull your hands back towards your knees. Feel your abdominals are kicking in, right? Now, press back. This is the tiger. I call this the tiger. So keep looking forward like you're about to pounce. I'll start to slide your hands out with the fingers up. You're about to pounce, claws down, come forward, and back, slide out more. Pull. Back and forth, fingers up. Your claws up. Now the turtle. So keep the toes tucked under. Now it's good for the toes. Get around your back. Your shell. Come forward. Pull your hands back towards your knees. Look out of your shell. Press back in. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Now, a good old cat and cow. Toenails down. Right? And again, up and then the shoulders, your shoulders away. And start to look up as you inhale, as you exhale, go slowly. And inhale. So this one, keep your body, your navel is like the center of the movement. Look down, make sure your feet aren't sickled. Pull your hands back, look up, or at least forward. Push. Pull. And I'll make that moving. Kind of like a combo. You move back. And roll. That was good, right? Move the spine. Look over the right hip. Your side bend. Hip shift. Left. Wag the tail. Wag your tail. Back. Let the head be part of the movement. Now, I'm going to show you this angle. Think about the head initiating. So here you are, going to let your head, a little snaky movement. Let your body respond. It's from the neck. Now put all those movements together and do what my teacher calls the Shakira. So just try to undulate, move your head, roll, and now go the other way. Feel weird it is. Just odd, right? And a big circle. And reverse. Now, right leg out, tuck your toes under and roll back and forth. Leg is firm. Move your thigh up, the back of the knee up towards the ceiling. Feel the weight shifting to the fingertips as well as the toe tips. Pull back actually with your hands. This phase is so your head goes out, shoulders go down. Look for rock. Left leg, tuck, roll. Firm your thigh. Squeeze it, squeeze the muscle to the bone. Those legs hold, little plank. Press back to down dog. Take your time here. Find a nice distance for you today. Feet release them apart. Parallel the back of your feet. Now let's roll the feet one at a time. You might make your dog a little shorter. Try to press the heel down. Might not get there, but that's walk in a little further. And now you're gonna turn your foot over if you can. Over, trail it up, up. You may not be able to do it. It's hard. You walk it partly by your navel of it up and up, over pony and up, down, and up and down. Move your toe tips up and walk back. Now you bend the knees if you need and go wider. Let's all do that. Bend your knees on your shins. Sorry, I was trying to get a better view. So then move forward, head down. Just bring your legs, head down, tailbone up. Tailbone and head in the relationship. Now just stay. You hands here, head down. Stay. Then your hands, the outer hips. Squeeze in, look forward, lift yourself up. Okay. I'm gonna move the mat back a little. Now, this one, you can use a chair. It might be nice. Maybe a second to see if you have a chair. If not, maybe a wall table or nothing. You can either without. Bring in a chair. It depends on your setup where you are. You might use a wall also. But it's nice to have a little support. Right? Here's the idea. Again, you could also do it without support. But so you're going to face the wall, chair. It already has a hips. Right leg step way back. Look at your feet. Arrange them so you're not crossing the midline. So it's like walking. Okay. Right foot is forward, left toes are turning forward. But so pick your left foot up. Turn your toes forward, put your feet down. You can start small. Balance with walking. Right now, put your feet down, come up, just stand. And feel your feet. Think about your 2 feet are moving towards each other. So they won't move if you're on the mat. But that action of trying to squeeze your legs together like a scissor. So our hands and the hips down. Yeah, that engage with the outer hips. And really press your feet down hard on the floor. And then squeeze the outer hips, your thighs together. You know, that stabilizes you. Now, your shoulder blades help you too. So elbows in, feet pressed down, shoulder blades engaging. Now pull your thighs up. Look at my front leg, I'm squeezing it. And pull your thigh up with activity. Now come forward and then out, right? And just feel you're changing your space, you're changing levels here. And start to walk forward. You could hold on here. You could move the chair forward. You could do different things. You can walk back, but stay and start small, right? And really feel the feet and pull your front thigh back. As you think I'm moving your back body going forward. So think of your 2 buttock bones. Front leg goes back leg, the buttock bone moves forward. Press your feet down. Now, find a way to relax your head if possible. Or if you're on a ball, just let it drop. Right? You're on the floor, let it drop. Stay. And notice how this will kind of swing out. Keep squeezing it back, leg in. Take a breath. Now, back up, come back upright. Scooch that front leg further forward and pick up your back foot. Make space and your front leg and scooch your back leg out. Now watch your front leg and bend it deeply. Deeply try to bring your knee towards your toes. We do that 3 times. Keep your back leg straight. You don't want to bend. Try to keep it straight. With your knee towards your toes. Now, make sure your knee's in the middle of your foot, the direction. Now, reach as far as you can. Now, press your hand either into the wall, down on a chair, or look up to the ceiling. If you're doing this out of problem, have your heel down. Right? When you have a problem, you lift the heel up. And pull your front back. Press your back button forward and lift your chest. Say hello to your psoas, the front hip flexor here. That's for stretching. Now, you bend your knee and then the chest comes forward. You won't get the same stretch. So go ahead and do that. Bend the knee, let your chest go forward now. Press the chest upright and straighten the back leg and bend your front knee deeper. You got a back bend in your upper body. Really reach back with your inner left heel. Deep in the pose. Maybe look up. Look forward. Now the transitions. So think about your back leg. Because how it functions anyway in walking. Your little spring bend. Step in with a little bounciness. Come to your legs together. And switch. Start small. Always adjust it. Make sure you're not too wide apart or too narrow, right? I'm little. Most people think my hip was apart. There's a little space. So your back leg, take your time. Take the heel up, turn the toes forward, and try to feel the heel pressing down, or that's the direction. Come up right now. Use support first. Feel your feet. Press your knee down, front eye comes back. Now with the outer hips, and it's a balance. So squeeze the outer hips, press the knee down, elbows come into your shoulder blades, gathering. But keep it simple, think feet. In particular, the inner edge of the front foot, that's what lifts up. Squeeze your big left big toe down hard. Lift up, start to hinge forward with the hips, go back. You can take support, find the right way for you to start small. And think about pulling that front body bone back, right? And you can always adjust your feet too. And you get in the pose. If your back foot is thrown out, you'll never get your hips to face forward. So turn your toes towards your front leg. Stay. Squeeze your outer hips in. Press the big toe of the foot down. Maybe come further forward. Maybe not. You see, we can do. Maybe you can even go down like this. Too far away. Let the back of the leg open up. Now, hold on to your support. Bend your front leg and lift your back heel up. Scooch in a little bit. Let's look at the knee. Bend and straighten it and try to go to the middle of the foot. Keep your back leg straight. And move your knee towards your toes. You want a deep angle flexion too. Look at it. Now, look forward. Reach forward. Reach back to your inner right foot. Bend your knee deeply. Push down so your chest is vertical. Lift the chest up. Reach back to the inner thigh. Maybe look up to the ceiling. Look forward. Let that doesn't want it straight. But we can't see it. You have to feel it. So bend and straighten. Press your chest up and really feel there's a You'll feel your psoas stretching. So look for that sensation, that stretch across the front of the hip. Reach. You want sensation, right? So funny, I have some clients like, oh, that hurts, that hurts. Like, well, sorry, it's not pain, it's just stretching. So we have to learn to distinguish those two sensations, pain and sensation for stretching. Now, little bouncy bounce in, and then think about that back leg is like a little pendulum. And now do a down dog, supporting on the wall, the floor, or the chair, and press the thighs back. There's good sensation and bad sensation. Bad sensation, like a ripping feeling, or sharp sun pain. Now, navel up towards the spine, move the thighs back, have your ear between your arms. And whenever you feel something, and then drop. That is what does your shoulders. Project through the crown of the head. And that head tailbone relationship. Now, let your belly sag a bit. Right? And now, for some of us, reflexively, that's not good. Okay, so, for everyone now, we're going to think about the navel up towards the spine and between the thigh bone back. Not so much you're hunching. And pull the thigh bones back. Now, bend your knees. Oh, I'm too far. So if you're in this person, doing this, like a humper, or this is a dipper, a humper, it's down low if your back is really tight. To bend the knees and stick your tailbone up, way up, and then straighten your legs. And a little more arch in your back. If you're a dipper, really saggy, flexy, lift your whole rib cage up, navel up, move your thighs back. Everyone, move the thighs back. Take the pose again. Take a breath. And the knees walk forward now. A little closer. Feet together are almost between. So you're still not the same distance. I want to be a little closer. So we're going to stand on the right leg, point the left toe, and reach your back. Now focus on your standing leg. So bend the knee, and as you straighten the leg, press your toe down hard, and lift up and squeeze your outer hip. And now slowly, so you're not just popping your knee back. Slow down and squeeze your thigh up. The outer hip, press your toes down hard. One more. And now stay, reach. Press your toes down hard. Understanding leg down and switch. Hey, wow, it's getting hot in here. My goodness. Reach. So start with your toe on the floor. Now it's sort of a parallel leg. Your hip can turn out a little bit, but you're not really rolling your hip up. So start with the back of your foot. Lift straight up, come forward, reach out, take your toe. Now bend, press your toes down and squeeze your thigh up. Bend, juicy. Feel your toes, heel. One more bend. And stay. With your inner foot pressing down hard. Lift your navel up, reach back to your toe. Lay down. Again, take a little down dog. And put your thighs back, lift your navel up. Now, what we're going to do the good old piriformis stretch standing. Okay. Water. So cross the right leg, have the heel on the knee, right? Usually your bottom leg, left leg is lined up here. Now your ribs are going back and you're sitting in a chair. show you from the back. So what happens in this pose is the hips will kind of swing over like this. Right? So if you're standing like it in, move your weight back towards your heel. Maybe you're trying to balance. Second side. Switch. Angle. So it runs in. Weight back over the heel, deepen. The side is tight. Oh boy. Piriformis. Now come up. Good. Let's come down to the floor. If you have a chair, keep in your butt. Right? Cut to the back. Your strap. Have a little pillow. Not too big for your head. Tuck your shoulders down. Deep bend. Knee bend on your feet flat. Take a breath. Feels good. Okay. Now get your belt. Where just lay it on your belly. Right, the chest slide out to the left heel and press it down. Keep that leg active, strong, long, extended. Take a breath, pull in the end. Inhale. Exhale, soften the belly. Massage your intestines, right? Doing this. Take a breath. It's about arch of the foot in the middle and reach the leg over your hip, your buttock to 90 degrees. Now make sure that your arms are supporting your legs. So tuck your shoulder under, right out here or maybe here, but not this. Your arms have to be at least shoulder width apart. And secure. Try to get your elbows on the floor. Belt allows it. And look up at your foot, flex your foot. Stay and think about pushing your thigh forward. So let's hold on, even though I said not to, well, with one hand for a minute. Take your right hand and the whole hand flat and press the top of your thigh forward. Because what we're doing is making space with our leg, just tractioning our spine. Ooh, I have a weird little thing there. You have your thumb in the crease and press that outer hip towards your left heel. Move your thigh forward a little bit, maybe even here. So you feel your back lengthen as opposed to hiking your leg up and thinking you gotta go up here and your whole side crunches, right? So roll your hip down, roll your hip forward and towards your left heel, move your thigh forward. Now go back to two hands, right? So that's the idea. These are about your back as much as your legs. Tuck your shoulders under and press your thigh forward. Now you can keep your hip down. Yes, you can bring your leg closer to your head, but not at the expense of your spine. So staying here is fine too, right? Now relax your hands. Hold too tight, you would never be able to move, right? Your foot. Point and flex. And circle the slow motion. Let the resistance of the band straighten your muscles of the intrinsic foot muscles, which the fascia goes all the way, even the ankle, up the legs, through the pelvic floor to the top. Called your deep sixth line, your deep front line. Reverse. slow motion. Tight, right? Then let the legs swing a bit. Let it be light. Let the momentum help you. Arms anchored and just let the body swing back and forth. Now walk the hand up towards the foot. Oh no, just the right hand. Try as close as you can. Hold on to the, put your left hand down. Take your leg up. Bend your right elbow. You can also put on your chair, which is a great thing to do. Sorry.
Thanks so much.
Who was an answer sheet? My roommate.
Schedule a reservation at
Oh my God, I'm so sorry.
/scheduling. To pick up your
Stay.
device, your service is complete. To ensure a
Oh,
faster pickup,
I'm
a
sorry.
reservation is recommended if you don't already have one.
Sorry. Now, it's good though to stay in this position and you know, a chair or a wall or a table to prop your leg up on. It's heavenly. You just do something like that, right? And just stay for a bit. And let the inner thigh open up. Take space out under my elbow, supporting me. And legs up. Try to use a brick. Now, if you can, you may not be able to let your foot rock to the floor, let your foot roll up. Now let the back of your butt, well, this is your back. Your butt press it down, use your elbow, and let the leg come back up. And take it across, switch hands. Take your right hand and get into that crease, so use the thumb to pin it down. And flex your foot, take your leg just a few inches across the midline. Press out your big toe. Try to keep it down because it's an interesting stretch, right? Now, let it be a big twist now. So you can again bend this over if you want. Take your leg over, turn your head away, and stretch out in all directions. You can let your foot touch the floor if possible, or prop it up, and you can play with letting the foot and the hip rock a bit. Oh, it feels good. Now stay and just stretch out in all directions, head away from the leg. Take a breath. Take a space here. Breathe. And again, you can play with rocking a little bit. It gets it nice into the middle back of T12, right in the nose where we twist from. Now, let go of the belt and bend your knee around the top of your leg. Rock a little bit. Take your hand, right hand, go down towards your left foot across the hip. Circle the arm around behind you, make a big circle. So let the body with the arm, let the head turn. Come back to the middle. And now roll yourself back to the center. Take a minute just to feel your two legs stretch out. Take space in the neck shape and feel the two sides of your puppy. I feel a little different, huh? Excuse me. Bend your knees. Get your belt ready. Left leg pulls in. Now reach out with purposefully with your right heel. Slide down and flex your foot and press your thigh down. Try to keep that thigh pop up. Try to keep it pressing down. That is like your true north, right? Your stable axis. Close it in. Last of the foot, have it in the middle. Organize your arms. You know, if you have a short belt, you might be up here. But try to have your arms wide apart. Tuck your shoulders down, get stable, and press your thigh forward to 90 degrees. So try to feel your heel over the bottom bone. Think about the space here. Okay, you want like a carpenter's L. Think about you want not an acute angle, not too obtuse, but a right angle. Okay. Now stay, lift your foot, spread your toes, press your thigh forward. Feel that action, like your hip back along. Now roll your left hip towards your right heel. Use our hand to help us. Push the top of the thigh forward. And your left side back waist. Stay now. And maybe bring your leg closer, maybe not. Keep that hip moving down, right? Outer hip down. So relax a bit. Point and flex. And slow motion circle. Go slow, make it juicy. So here we go back in the sensation. You want to feel your ankle get tired, hot. You want to feel circulation, heat, fatigue, reverse fatigue is good. That's when the muscles actually transform, is that last 5 seconds when it's burning. You want to feel the burn. However, if you feel sharp pain, right, that's when you back off. Or it's so hot that you're swollen, but leg elevations are so good to help swollenness. So this is actually really good if you say pain an ankle. Not right at first, but you're going to get it moving. You're going to get circulation and fluid out of the joint, out of the area of inflammation. So let gravity help you by putting your leg up. It always amazes me, people like, they don't realize how elevation is a real game changer. Injuries. Now, walk your hand up as close as you can. Press down here, bend your elbow out to the side, try to stay fairly stable. Hip down as you come out to the side and stay. Again, if you could find a chair, a wall. I'm going to use my dog. I just put it right on Foxy. She's a bag. She doesn't care. Stay, stretch out, breathe, take space. Think like you're starfish. Now, come back slowly, switch hands. Remember, keep the back of the leg down. So pin it down with your hand. Watch your foot, try not to sickle it. Come just a little bit across. Reach out to your heel. Try to add, you your hand also to press your thigh forward and the back of it down. It's funny, this side doesn't feel as much as the other one. So less and more. You're not going to feel it here. This is a different stretch. That's a twist. This is for your iliotibial band. The tibia, the outer thigh. You might feel it all in your calf and your foot. Now, come across, you use your elbow or a prop and come out into your twist. Now, think about this twist as a big, very split out twist. So reach out, spread out. You can let your foot come down if it will, and rock a little bit back and forth. That's just so good. Stay, reach out, breathe. You let your hip lift, your back hip lift. Now let go of the belt and your knee. Get more comfortable here. And just bring your head away from your leg. You rock a bit here. If this hand is floating comfortably, you just bend it. Get comfortable so it's not a weird floating place. Rock a bit. Now take that hand, the right hand, circle down across, big split and turn. Come across. And all the way back around. And stay in there, look up towards the ceiling. And if you want to rock a little bit, you can. And this is where that back shoulder might be uncomfortable. So just bring it down and put your hand on your hip if you want. Now, then those knees come back to the center. Take off your belt. And now put both legs into the belt. Both feet. Again, look for that magical 90-degree angle. Why is it magical? Because it's stable. 90 degrees is a stable structure. Look at architecture, right? But it's also your femur head is moving into the hip socket. So it's affecting the back, the thighs moving forward, the belly, and the lower back. So hold on now, try to get your shoulders tucked under and take a minute to in your head, maybe a little neck support. Not too much, you might use a little support. And stay and look up at your legs and try it again and feel, measure, it's not angle. Now you might be here. Maybe you can't get to 90. Right? So you can bend your knees and just bring your knees to 90. Right? And stay almost back to stabilize you. Now this is your little sway. So let your hip left. Keep your legs together. You don't have to bend your knees for this. And let your lower body, your upper body is fixed. Your lower body is moving a bit. Tick tock. Now you make a little circle. Let that circle. Again, maybe knees bent. And let that action massage your sacrum. It's better when knees bent. That's nice. Make a really precise circle of your knees. Reverse. You get small. Feel your lower back. Now you're going to stay with your legs either bent or straight and just stay for a minute. And let the magic of gravity do its work. Moving fluid out of the ankles, back to the organs. I have to roll over because I'm coughing. So sometimes if you're back, it can make you cough more. So let this be your Shavasana. If you want to give your legs out, you can. And come to a place where your face is soft and your breath is effortless. So try not to worry about the breath. Just let it happen. Let it be natural. Let it be a quiet breath. So it's interesting when we're sleeping, you watch babies sleep. Your breath is very shallow. It's soft. It's very shallow. So your breath be like that. Knees soft, breath soft, belly soft. Let the back spread on the floor like water. And like a swamp, feel like your two legs rising up like tree trunks out of that water. All right, now you could just stay if you have the luxury, or if you need to go, it's 10:15. So leave that up to you. But if you're going to come upright, you can come and sit or just stay down. Just take a minute to reflect, to feel what happened. We're so quick to like run out the door to the next activity. So give yourself a second to marinate so that your nervous system rewires, right? It happens automatically by doing any action over and over. but you reflect on it, and I think it makes it more impactful. I thank you guys.